I tell you, I was talking to my wife and kids the other day. Oh, I tell you what, I can't remember the joke though, so I'm on to the next one.
What about these abs? Do I have some abs?
The problem, I was taking a nap the other day at home and the house caught on fire. The kids were running around screaming. My wife said, "Shh, you'll wake up Daddy."
Jim Cornette, the funniest man in all of pro wrestling. Second only to Bobby Heenan, of course. Anyways, in 1988, somebody snuck the camera to one of the Great American Bash events and captured some pretty candid video of Jim Cornette, Midnight Express, Dusty Rhodes, the Road Warriors, and quite a few others. And by watching this, you can tell he was bound for podcast greatness. So let's enjoy.
Has it got zoom?
Yep, I can zoom way
It's
up.
got sound too?
Yes, they can hear you right
In that
now.
case, testing.
You're in the dark, Eddie. There's one thing about the video cameras, you gotta have light to make
Yeah, but it's not bad.
Get that paparazzi away from me!
Here, please. I'm getting this.
Well, you bonefish, you.
Baby. How you doing, Stan?
Fine, Bobby. Talk to my agent, will you? I can't do this kind of shit.
You can't. Bobby Eaton even talked on it. Bobby was talking on it.
We got one room with 27. We got one room with 27 guys in it that's the size of a goddamn broom closet, and you're over here in a football field size stage and all these rooms here and everything, and you're talking about what am I doing?
Well, the NWA, the major leagues of professional wrestling, are supposed to have some of the finest locker rooms throughout the world. So I know there's more than one.
Why are you shooting me now? I'm not
I
even
know
ready
there's
to talk about it.
more than one locker room with it, to be lying.
There is only one locker room, and in addition to that, if the NWA had everything that it was supposed to have, we'd all be driving long stretch limousines, living on Easy Street and eating steaks about that thick.
So, in other words, in essence, what are you doing now?
In other words, right now I'm eating Bobby Fulton's bologna. That's the greatest bologna brand that ever come down the pike as far as sliced goods go for sandwiches and stuff like that. I'm eating bologna, I'm driving a Toyota Starlet, and I'm starving to death, and Uncle Sam's going to yank me over to Sing Sing any minute now for not paying any income tax.
Is that so?
That's correct.
Well, Jimmy, what if I told you were just bullshitting us all and it's not true?
We know you got that big bank account savings, that $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000.
Keep going.
I know.
Ronnie Garvin and you are proud of each other.
Well, Ronnie Garvin and myself are the last of a long line of total miserly tightwad bastards. Jimmy Crockett is the president of our company. He is the biggest tightwad bastard in the history of all mankind. He's got copper-colored fingers from pinching pennies, and he's so tight that he squeaks like a fucking mouse. Now, myself and Ronnie Garvin, we haven't quite filled those shoes yet, but pretty soon we're going to, because as soon as we evict our old crippled grandmother out of her heatless apartment in the wintertime, out into the street, into the snow, into the cold, into the elements, into the weather, as soon as we do that, and then kick her in the teeth and snatch her gold fillings out, then we'll be as tight as Jimmy Crockett, but until then, we're just, we're second class.
Well, Jimmy, I know you're never lost for words, but what we really want to know about is charge with that little 9-year-old boy out in L.A. the other night.
No, there was no problem. I see a lot of fact separated from fiction here. I'll tell you the straight story on the whole thing. First of all, it wasn't in Los Angeles, it was San Francisco, because although I was born in Los Angeles, I was reared in San Francisco. But the fact of the matter is, it wasn't a savvy charge at all. I was arrested for sniffing bicycle seats at the elementary school, but that was all taken care of by my lawyer, and now my parole officer says that if I'm very good, then I'll be off probation in a couple of months, and then of course if they find out about it, if they go through my records and they find out about that other charge I had, but I had it reduced to tailgating, so that doesn't mean anything. But I was doing lewd, crude things with park statues the other night, but luckily nobody caught me, and besides that...
When are you going to get Kelly a new car?
When are we going to get Kelly a new car? Well, let me just say this. When I get Kelly a new car, no, the donkey flew in Dallas. That's when Mike Von and Brian Adias beat us right after we fucked y'all for the American Tag Team title. But don't worry, because y'all didn't go over that night either. So the donkey's already flown, so I will get Kelly a new car when a donkey flies over a striped penguin who is doing open heart surgery while singing Old Lang Syne on the 1st of January if it falls on a Saturday after 9 p.m. at night.
So that's possibly very soon then.
Well, you know, stranger things have happened, but not around here.
That's true.
You know, I heard that a famous star made a few remarks about you, Jimmy, and it was pretty low down and dastardly. I'm not going to reveal who it was, but we just want to know who your favorite tag team is in wrestling and why are we?
Well, my favorite tag team in wrestling, Jimmy Art, would have to be none other than Kurt and Carl Von Bronner.
Kurt and why?
Well, I like their nice shiny heads, and I like big, strong men in stormtrooper boots.
This is why?
That's why.
Did you go see Rodney Dangerfield
and also
in
those
Las
riding
Vegas?
crops.
Yeah, did you go see Rodney Dangerfield in Vegas?
No, Rodney came to see me.
He did?
Yeah, he cut his 7 p.m. show out so he could come over and get some new material from me.
Which, if you follow Jim's career, he does a ton of Ronnie Dangerfield jokes. Talking about his old wrestling stories. He uses a lot of his material.
Yeah, good. Could you share some of that with us?
No, I can't. Maybe because he paid me not to, I tell you, it's awful rough, it's awful tough, I don't know. I told my son about the birds and the bees, he told me about my wife and the butcher, I don't know. But it's awful rough, but I shouldn't say anything like that. Hey, gorgeous, hey, my good friend, gorgeous Jimmy Cornette, how you doing? I tell you, what's up? Oh, look at these pants, I wonder if he's got a ring around the dicky. Oh,
Look at see.
the original inspiration for being a sausage. I say,
Fantastic. That's an
Oh.
about that.
oh, it's good, I tell you.
Jimmy, did you meet Rodney Dangerfield of wrestling here?
Yeah, I did man.
Yeah, hey, how you doing? Hey, good to meet you, No, I tell you, I was talking to my wife and kids the other day. Oh, I tell you what, I can't remember the joke though, so I'm on to the next one.
What about these abs? Do I have some abs?
The problem, I was taking a nap the other day at home and the house caught on fire. The kids were running around screaming and my wife said, shh, you'll wake up Daddy.
It's a miracle! It's a miracle! Look it! Can you believe it? He's alive!
See that doctor?
Yeah.
He's a heroin addict.
He's a heroin addict?
Yeah, and he's dead and nobody told him.
Bobby, what we gonna do?
We're going to go interview Paul Ellery.
The most intelligent man in wrestling.
Yeah, he reads all the time.
Okay.
All right. There's Bobby Eaton doing a little cameo towards the end. He's always a quiet guy. God rest you, Bobby. Anyways, that's Jim. And be sure you check out his podcast, Drive Thru and the Jim Cornette Experience. And no, I am not paid to endorse his stuff. I just really love his podcast. It's great inspiration to me, and it should be to you. Anyways, I have more wrestling content on my channel and in my collection that has yet to be brought out, to have its entrance, to have its chance at the big time. So you should stay tuned because you never, ever know what I have in my collection that's coming for you.